my God. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
How old are you?
I'm 32
Okay. All right. So why do you agree with this boss chick, bad bitch energy thing? Why does it make sense for you?
because we have women out here who can be boss women and wives at the same time.
Hmm. Such as?
Myself.
Uh-huh. I'll take it for you. You can be boss. What does your husband do?
My husband,
You're borging out. Something's going on with your connection. Not, I got 5 bars over here.
can you hear me?
We're getting there.
Okay.
You say your husband does what?
My husband was keeping my kids. He now works for the city.
Oh, you're keeping your kids.
Our kids. Yes.
Oh, well, then you just explained it. So you had a stay-at-home husband.
Uh-huh. And he now works for the
Where
city.
now he has to where the kids are yours, not his.
They're both of ours.
But that's not what you initially said. So do you think boss chicks or bad bitches get men of value?
Yes.
They do. They get
Yes.
men who other men respect and admire.
Yes.
In what way? In what way would you say the average boss chick or bad bitch gets a man that other men of value admire?
The other men of value admire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because other men of value who are men of value would admire other men of value.
That's a bunch of bullshit. Other men of value, it's like you use the derived equation. If you're a man of value, then a man of value will value a man of value. I don't know any men
Sure.
of value that value a stay-at-home dad.
Really?
No.
Okay.
They call him beta.
Okay.
There's no, I mean, I'm just saying. So I'm telling you that you said they're my kids, not ours. So it sounds like you got the dick, not him. And he was a stay-at-home husband. Fine, it works for you. But
Hmm.
those kind of men tend to be, they don't rank high amongst other men.
Okay.
So you're trying to say that when he goes out in the world, he can stand out with his chest out because he's Mr. Mom. That's not how that works in our world. It may work for y'all.
Hmm.
But do you think a boss chick can get a man that can be valued, admired among other men? In general, I know it can happen, but is that generally what happens?
No,
All right. So then why would you accept a lesser man
I
to be
don't.
a
I
boss
don't
chick?
accept it with them.
Okay,
Pardon me.
why accept is it worth being a boss chick in
Hmm.
general if you have to in general accept lesser men?
No. Mm-mm.
Then what's the advantage in general?
To be a team.
But who's
To
leading the
have a
team?
man and a
Who's,
woman.
okay, to be a
To
team.
have a
Okay,
man and a woman working at the same time,
okay. So
making
it's
a
time,
man
but
and okay.
who's leading?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Your team, granted, and you're working
Mhm.
at the same time, granted. But my question
Sure.
is this: who's leading?
Him.
Explain.
I feel like personally, as a woman of that makes good money, I value what my husband says and I lead by his example.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna tell you why that surprised me is because when you said he stays home with my kids,
Hmm.
that was a Freudian. So I think you're saying what sounds good, but I think that you lead because you have dominance. They're your kids. And women who typically are in partnership, or damn sure women who follow their men, say our children.
Sure. Okay.
So,
I'll
I
give you
mean,
that. I said my
as long
kids
as
and
it,
not our
as
kids.
long as it works for you, it's not. But here's the thing: I think it can work in one-off cases. But would you say that this is a formula to build a successful community, a successful city, state, nation?
If we had more women who put in the work to be of equal value and be able to put in and get out the same thing, then I think it would make our community better. So yes.
Do women typically do that? Put in equal value with no girl push-ups. Meaning women have to do the same thing men would have to do. You got to put in equal value.
No. But then there are also women who don't want a man. Right? Like there are women who don't want that.
We're trying to see, I'm just going back and seeing if this is the formula for a better society or a more productive society, or at least what society are we going to get? Because to me, it sounds as though the women who are getting the outcomes you're talking about get it because you get to do girl push-ups and you get advantages. You don't have to put in the same effort as men, but you get to claim the same effort. Then these women get with men who are lesser men, but when men have to do the hard work, we get with lesser women, and that's not a problem for us. It's the natural order. See, what you're talking about is a flipped order, and it doesn't build a strong anything. It can work in small doses, but it doesn't build a strong city, state, nation, country, society. But it can work for women who are willing to accept men that they have to lead, which is like that other woman. I'm going to have to pay all the bills because you make all the money, right?
No, we both make money. We both make money.
Most of the money.
But I mean, I'm responsible for paying the bills, but yes, we both work.
Well, when he was staying at home, though, who was making the lion's share of the money?
I was the breadwinner, me.
I was the man. Well, and I'll be honest, man, I mean, it can work. I know I have friends who've done this before, but I'll tell you, the men who I've known whose wives are like high-powered attorneys and things like that, this may not be your situation, but a lot of times these men were out there cheating because they had to feel like men somewhere. And it sounds bad because when we were going to work, we're like, damn, you get to drive this car, that car. This guy was always messing. Anyway. Oh, well, appreciate it, though. Good conversation.
Thank you.
I guess in doses. Bye-bye. I mean, she makes a point, If a woman is willing to pay the bills and have a man, but I will say, ladies, that what I did say has been more the norm. Guys that are in a beta position in a relationship, they tend to have to go somewhere to make them feel like the man. Because they can't go around the boys playing basketball or dominoes or poker, because we're going to say something. Hey, man, your wife let you use the car today. You playing poker? Okay. You in the blind right now? Okay, I'm put this down and I'm going to raise 20%. You need to ask your wife, can you get some more money to stay in this hand? That's how we do. Fellas, tell them. You know how ruthless men are to men who got to ask their money? Hey, man, if you want to stay in this hand of poker, it's gonna cost you another $100. You better ask your wife to cash out you some shit. Hey, Big Shirley, can you hit your husband up on Apple Pay so he can stay in his hand? His jaw gonna get tight. Like, what you gonna do, bitch? Beta. What you gonna do? You better not hit me. Your wife can't afford another loss. What you gonna do? Oh, you want to swing on me? Oh, we are ruthless on these dudes. Hey man, we all gonna get some pizza. Did your wife give you? Did you get your allowance from your wife? Oh, these dudes be mad as shit. Oh, they be mad. Oh, they be mad. Oh, they be mad. Sticking their chest all out. Oh man, that is a dope G-Wagon your wife bought you. Did she get you them Louboutins too? Oh man, I thought you looked a little bit taller. You got the 6-inch pumps on today? Oh, okay. You work it. Oh, we kill him. We kill him. You bitch ass out of here. Man. Permission slip ass motherfucker. Talk about you respected by the men. Shut the fuck up. You ain't respected by nobody, pussy. He's like, you probably just ain't nobody jealous. Let me tell you something. So, I mean, here's the thing. That was taken out of context, but there are women that be like, girl, baby, don't worry about it. They jealous. Ain't nobody jealous of Mr. Mom. Trust me. Men would rather have to work 60 hours and make $55,000 a year and keep their ego. Our ego matters to us. Respect matters to us. We would rather eat a syrup sandwich or a jam sandwich or some sardines or some Vienna sausages and fucking butter crackers. As long as you can walk in as a man with your chest up, you got to get money from your woman. Sorry, man. But you know what? Maybe that's just the guys that I know. Maybe that's just my lived experience. Maybe for guys under a certain age, but I don't. I can't talk about envy right now, man. I got to talk about it later on with more context. They are a married couple, okay? And I have rules when I talk about married people. Remember when Nicki Minaj and I sat down and talked? You guys have seen me when I talk to married women. I handle married women in a different fashion. And I don't know enough about this, and I don't want to just go off and say something because I have a standard that I live up to. So I'll speak about it, but give me a chance to get around to it, okay? You know, and I would rather not talk about it than speak about it imprecisely and be wrong, because that doesn't help us. Doesn't help us on this side. So I'll get to it. You know.